What's up, everybody? I got a story to tell you. This happened to me 4 days ago, and I was not planning on this at all. It just came up. But me and my friend Sean were, in class chilling. It was government class. We were wrapping our work up. Normally in this class, everyone just kind of gets up and walks around to chill. Especially if the last 20 minutes of class, or 10 minutes even, if we have nothing to do. So I normally just send them a game pitching game, and then boom, we just walk up, we talk, we play the game, and chill. But earlier in the week, we're actually planning to actually spend some time together and hang out, and I just told him, he was like, sure man, you just want to go with me just basically right now? And I was like, bet. The only reason we weren't hanging out is because basically earlier in the week we just talked about doing it, but we actually didn't want to do it, and our schedules didn't really align at all. So Sean just straight out offered to drive me home, and then we just hang out at the park right now. But at the time I thought he meant to go home and then later go with him to the park after I give him my address and you come over to my house. But no, bro meant right now. So he went to find our government teacher, since he likes talking to her for a bit after school, and I find my boy Jay, which is another one of my friends, walking the halls, and I talked to bro for a bit. We were just catching up and shit. And dude, this dude has been ducking me, but he's a pretty cool dude. But hey, we plan to call and hang out all on our own time. So basically that's a different story for another day. Anyway, I thought what he meant was oh, leave on the bus and then go over to my house, but no. Sean called right after me. It was like, bro, where are you going? I was walking through the halls, and he just it was just funny. You had to be there if you're actually gonna get it. So he explained the plan more in depth, and basically said, oh, we're just gonna go right now. So we just set off for his car. We got into his car, and let me paint you a picture. Okay, let me paint you a beautiful picture of the environment and everything. It was 80 degrees, bro. It was super sunny, and that car was burning. It was like a desert. So he just turned on the AC, so then we chilled, and then we just started talking about various things on the road, like driving, how he knows the cool little things involving the road, and little secrets he knows, how his family is and how they act, and overall just stuff about the both of us that we didn't know about each other. So then finally we made it to the park, and this park was huge. This park's was as huge as 4 football fields combined, and even then you would have to paint a picture of 9 football fields just around it. It was huge. And they had a sign being oh, don't fish here. But how are you gonna enforce it if the lake is that big? I don't know. I wish I had a picture and I would actually show it, but I don't. But just imagine the most big lake you've ever seen in your life. So basically, continuing with the story, we made a short stop for the bathroom breaks. You know how that is, because long little drive, you're gonna need that. And we found a roach in the soap dispenser. Yes, I added that, in fact, just because it was super disgusting and I want you to spit out your food. But he gave me 2 choices from when we actually got out of there. There was a staircase leading up to the huge forest, that's all secluded and everything, or we just walk around the lake in the park. You know what we picked? Guess what we picked, bro? We picked the closed off forest, because you looked at the title of this video and you are not dumb, my friend. I thank God that I didn't get any ticks on me in that forest. That forest was huge and everything. He was talking about oh, there's ticks everywhere. I know all the secrets because of ticks, because I got loads of them from going in these type of forests. I'm Sean, I never got ticks before, man. Chill. I'm not trying to look at my arm and see that thing. That's kind of scary. Basically, continuing with that, we just ran down the stairs and Sean started playing some nice calming music. He explained that, it's just part of his nature walks or where he explores the forest. Basically, most of the time we were in the forest, he was just talked and commented on the beauty of our surroundings. As a dude that stays indoor a lot, I'm going to admit, it was really cool. I've never seen this stuff in such a long time, and just to hear the nature and just live in it for at least one day, just explore terrain that is not just super flat as pavement normally, actual rocky, bumpy terrain was just super cool to me. We just got to see little objects. Oh, wait. On the topic of the little objects, I actually gotta explain this. This park literally had little objects and things that people up, and there was ropes and bridges, because people were building that stuff in the actual park for over the years. It was super cool. I wish I got more pictures of it so I could just put it up, but I sadly didn't. But basically, there's so many structures. There's actually a rope leading, the ropes in video games where you could hitch off of it and slide down. Basically it had that on a landing site. I was don't go into it, but then me and Sean went into it anyway because it's a landing site, and the terrain was just terrible. It was just super I don't know, wood chippy, bumpy, soft. I don't know how to explain it, but yes, that's what that is. Basically, around the end of our park trip, we explored most of the forest in the park. Of course, we've seen a lot of the things that I listed, and Sean taught me about parkour. Basically, there was a little I don't know how to explain it, empty lake section, and he wanted to get crossroad. I was like, hey, Sean, I never did this before. And then he actually teach me how to like parkour through it and like gain momentum and all that type of stuff to actually get across, which is really cool. And also, you could use the bumpy terrain to actually get up from it, and then we just race back to the entrance. Because basically what we agreed upon is like we would actually like race, because he didn't think I was like actually going to be able to beat him at a race, and I didn't. I only got 1/16 the way there, and he clowned me for the rest of the trip, but we don't talk about it. And I raced with him, and he was jogging. I was like, wait, I'm so much faster than you. I just wasted all of my energy trying to get ahead of him, and yeah, it just did not work out. But basically, we got to like a certain part of the park because we were trying to get, you know, around and actually get back to the entrance. And we found this playground, and we chilled for it a little bit, and it was vibes. He put on music, all this type of stuff, and yeah, we just chill played for a little bit. Then Sean decides, oh yeah, oh, there's the stairs from like off the park basically to get back to the driveway, and I'm going to bolt down these stairs, make you race through them while you have baggy clothes on, where you're scared of your clothes just falling down and showing your pants and that shit. Like, it was not fun, but it was fine, bro. It was fine. And dude, this man saw me dying after that fact, like, you know, after the stairs, and he said, yes, you know what we should do, Sam? Let's play some intense jump rope. So we jump rope and try to beat each other's highest scores, but as you can guess, based on his athleticism, Sean won with flying colors. He beat me in every single thing that we did. But then we hopped into the car, he drove me back to my house. On the way back to our house, basically told me, you know, he hung out with another person before, and just to state this out, she was a bitch. She was super rude and sassy to him the whole time, and he lost a bet beforehand, so then, you know, he was driving her around and basically for the agreements of the bet, but then she was whining about the place that he was picking, but like, he's the one driving, so he should have been able to pick the place, even though he lost the bet. But she just whined the whole trip, and they never really hung out again, because, you know, whining, complaining, and also she put her hands on like the driver's, like, you know, wheel, and that's pretty dangerous, you know, because he's driving. But yeah, you just had a really bad experience with the other person you hung out with, so I'm glad I could have given him a good experience. But once I got home, I got myself a nice glass of Gatorade, because we didn't have any cold water, sadly. Then I hopped in the shower, because, I mean, being in the forest for a long time makes it dirty as hell. That's where our story sadly ends. I wish I had more to say, but it was pretty fun just talking about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it interesting. Let me know if you want more. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.